See, these measures are in place, so the same thing doesn't happen what happened in 1918 or 1919.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think for 1 second you can mess around with God's good grace.
You can see this Oxford Street, and Oxford Street is on lockdown. Look at that.
This journey, this road that I travel on, it all seems crazy. Over the years, I picked up thousands of tag-alongs, inspired by my story from a juvenile, when my clothes had holes in them and my afro was picky. To them 90s, Moschino and Versace, no laces in Arachis, new millennium.
So, first day of partial lockdown of the UK. Found out that my auntie, who's got underlying health conditions, both physical and mental, has got the virus. She tested positive to it. She's at hospital. But I'm going to go about throughout my day through London and show you guys what's exactly going on, the streets, etc. And reminders we're going to share along the way, inshallah. So yeah, let's see how the day goes. As we can see, I had to come out to get some stuff for the house, a few stuff, but you can see that it is slowly, the first day of the lockdown, you can see that it's becoming like a ghost town. Less and less people on the streets, drastically. All the restaurants are closed. All of them are closed, as you can see, going past green lanes. And it's like, it's surreal. It's like you're in a movie. It's like you're in a movie. It's like, who would have thought or expected the Western world, Europe, the superpowers, to all of a sudden, within a matter of one month, couple of weeks, the whole place is on absolute lockdown. And this is just the beginning. And obviously these measures are in place, so the same thing doesn't happen what happened in 1918 or 1919, which was called the Spanish flu, which Spain kind of declined, even though there was a lot of deaths there. That's one of the reasons why historians say it's called the Spanish flu, but there's no evidence that it originated from there. And some people say because of, you know, World War One, even though it caused more deaths than World War One. About 50 to 100 million people are expected to have died from that. People bleeding from their nose and ears. That was some kind of next level virus which mutated and was spreading like wildfire. You can see everywhere, all shops are closed everywhere, that there is a sign going on. This is to let us know. And I've always wondered, you know, I would do a lot of charity projects on Iman channel, where we raise funds for Palestine, for Syria, for Rohingya, you name it, you know, for Ghana, for all these places. And I've always wondered, I always thought to myself, you know what, like, we are just too selfish. We have become too selfish. All we care about is our own lifestyles, increasing our own lifestyle. How could we have better lifestyles? Comfort. And I'm not saying this just because, you know, I'm some kind of a peer sub, you know, I have this, but I would think to myself, you know what, like, I won't be surprised if Allah was about to teach us a punishment, and it was to teach us a lesson. But I always wondered, how would that be? Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has his sunnah, Allah has his way of doing things. But I always thought, what would it be? Would there be like a war in the UK or Europe, World War III, and then we will realize what the Syrian, the Palestinians, our brothers sisters in Kashmir, the Uyghur Muslims, what would it be? And I always wondered to myself, like, what's Allah gonna do that would cause us to fear not coming out? Just as our brothers and sisters fear of bombs being dropped on them, we live in a, you know, in fear, you know, looking behind us, or, you know, having this fear, food, having desperation for food. So now it's like a realization where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is working in such a mysterious way that we cannot come out our houses not in fear of bombs being dropped, but the fear of another person, somebody coughing. Bro, has he got the virus? I'm gonna go get something to eat. but I don't know if we can find anywhere. So we're gonna see, inshallah. So guys, as you can see, we are in Leicester Square, and it's, you can just say, nearly empty. Like, there's nobody there. You know what? Let's go visit the Queen. Let's go visit the Queen. Let's see what the Queen's saying. Yeah. Let's see if the Queen is in quarantine or time, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. We're gonna go and see if KFC's open. As far as I know, this one's halal. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they're taking orders. Or Domino's. It seems like there's a lot of junk food or fast food places that are open. So we're in KFC, and as you can see, so we can't sit in, but we're getting a takeaway. And I've got a mighty bucket, you know, have to eat some greasy food, bro. You know, all the luxuries of restaurants are going out the window now. Just waiting for our food, and we're gonna go probably eat in the car and go check out the food. So we got the food from KFC, but you know, I had to touch the surface, I had to touch the door. You know, there's a few things that I touch. So if man now starts touching his food and eating that, that's gonna go into my system. So we've got the one and only the Turkish Colonia. It's got alcohol in it. You know, if you follow one of the fiqh, which I don't know which one it was, I follow the Hanbali one. As far as I know, from what I studied, from my teachers watching this, hopefully I don't get refuted, alcohol is not najis. It's pure, if I'm not mistaken, as a Hanbali. If there's any Hanbalis watching this, please do correct me. But if not, then that's big. But as far as I know, it's not. But if you follow the opinion it is, and you're using this, you just probably have to do. No, does it break your wudu? Interesting. I'll find out. I'll ask my teacher. That's interesting. But yeah, so I'm gonna eat in the car. I'm gonna hit Oxford Street. Guys, it's at 8 and it's Maghrib time. By the time I get home, it'll be late. Usually we have the privilege of going to the masajid to pray. Regent's Park is closed. This one I usually come to when I'm doing Uber, I'm on a break. But as you guys know, it's closed. But the least I can do is pray at the doorstep. At least it's out the way, you know, instead of, because I'm used to doing Uber, I'm used to praying outside a lot. So instead of being in people's pathways, I'm just gonna have to pray right here. Yes, I'm gonna probably, yeah, I need to be careful. You never know, there might be some corona thing here, but I'll just put my jacket and pray. So not only do we lose the privilege of restaurants that we can eat at, now masajid, warm places, praying in congregation, listen to the Quran, it's not there anymore. It's sad, but when you have to pray, no excuses. So guys, we cooked. Now, obviously I'm in a, you know, open air, but you know, before I just try this on, you know, just to see how it is. But if you think about it, even one of the things that is restricted is fresh air. Like, I can get fresh air, but it's not the same as breathing it in without the mask. So you can see we're even limited from the food that we eat, the place that we can pray, to the very oxygen that we breathe. Because in this, I feel like I'm inside, I'm not outside. I'm trying to, obviously, it's not the same. Like if I took this off and was to breathe, so for example, that fresh air I'm breathing in is not the same when I have it on. So we can see this Oxford Street, and Oxford Street is on lockdown. Look at that. You see that? Nobody is here, absolutely dead, and this is Saturday night, you know. So yeah, so it just shows us how instantly, wallahi, it's like surreal. I feel like I'm in a movie. Don't you guys feel like that you're in like a movie? You know, So it's like a movie. So you know, and it's crazy. Look around you. This is Saturday. Usually on a Saturday, I do Uber. Here I pick up customers. It's rampant, busy. People are still shopping. What time is it? It's 7:30. Yeah. It's 7:30. Yeah. At this time, people are shopping. Yeah. So shopping stopped, clubbing stopped, restaurants have stopped, everything is stopped. Like I said before, I can't even breathe. So the Prophet ﷺ said, which shows us that he's the Prophet, because he said to us when there's a plague or something similar to this, don't leave the place you're in. If we look at Italy, one of the mistakes they made is that they start panicking, and people that were carrying the virus, what it is, they spreading themselves out. They went to different parts of Italy. So what they did is they spread. So what they did is they start spreading out, and they went to different parts of the country, and everyone started getting infected. So what we learn from the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ is that when these kind of things happen, don't leave the place you're in. Yes, stay there. And as we know, like I was saying before, one of the signs of the Day of Judgment is that a time would come where you would want to give in sadaqah, but there's nowhere to give in sadaqah. Yeah. Now, when I look at stuff like this, and we would never in a million years think that this would happen, and subhanAllah, it's happening in front of our very own eyes. So we're going to take a little walk down on Oxford Street, and see, as you can see, people, they've got their masks on as well. You know, maybe we might speak to some people, but it's absolutely dead, you know. So everywhere is closed except the waffle shop. The waffle shop's open. The waffle shop is corona free. Yeah, we're here. This shop is open, dedicated till 9:30. But yeah, we've got people on the bikes, keeping it real. Asalaamu Alaikum. Yes. Still got people working. Yeah. I'm gonna head off to the studio. Got a few things to do. Don't want to sit at home all day, but you guys should. You know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think for 1 second you can mess around with God's good grace. Because you will be judging upon people. God is good, but don't play with him. Don't mess with him. He's the highest authority, and he uses authority to make sure that people are in order.